What up, folks? I'm back once again doing another video game review, and this time I'm reviewing the Warriors that was released for the Xbox, the PSP, and PS2, and it was made by Rockstar Games, and it's based off the 1970s classic movie, and the plot of the movie is that an influential gang leader named Cyrus wanted to have a truce among all the gangs that existed in New York City. And, one of the gangs it pretty much ended up killing Cyrus and pretty much blamed it on the Warriors. So they had to, so the Warriors had to get back to their turf. I believe it's in Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, that's pretty much like the premise of the movie, and the game pretty much follow that premise. Like with the cutscene, it pretty much shows Cyrus getting killed, and the game pretty much picks up after that particular cutscene, and you play the role of Rembrandt, who's named after the famous painter, pretty much because he's a tagger, you know. So you pretty much play as that particular character, and they'll start you off with some tutorials to get you familiar with the gameplay aspect of it, and once you complete the tutorials, you pretty much go on like do different mini games like spray paint a particular wall, break into a car to steal a radio, break into different stores and stuff like that. And pretty much after you do all the mini games, it will go up to the meeting with all the games where Cyrus get killed, and I would say that the game pretty much picks up from the beginning, but it really picks up after the Warriors get blamed for killing Cyrus. Now, you could pretty much use like different weapons, along with punches and kicks to fend off the different gangs that's coming after the Warriors, while they're trying to get back to that turf and clear their name at the same time. It is worth noting that the Warriors did figure out which gang framed them for killing Cyrus, so they pretty much figure out a way to clear their name and to pretty much tell everybody, but let it be known that who the real culprits behind it. Of course, in the movie, they show you that the gang who actually killed Cyrus get theirs. I would say the same thing happens in the game, but I haven't really completely beat the game and everything. Now, as far as the graphics and level designs are concerned, it actually is a good representation of the movie that it's based on. It's pretty good, and the characters in the game pretty much look like the characters, look like their movie counterparts you know. And the gameplay is pretty solid, you know. As far as doing doing the mini games, there's enough challenge for you to be interested, to keep you interested, but it's not like too hard or anything or frustrating or anything like that. The soundtrack for the Warriors is pretty good, and it does fit the game. I honestly say I do have a couple of gripes with it. First one is certain mini games are harder than others, but at the same time, It's not frustratingly hard like the later mini games that's out in Star Fox Adventures for the GameCube. So, and another complaint really has to do with the very first cutscene in the game where Cyrus get killed. It doesn't like show like that particular scene in its entirety from the time Cyrus spoke to the time he got shot. So I honestly wish they should have showed that particular scene from the movie in its entirety in the game. So outside of those two complaints, the Warriors are pretty solid and worth playing. And if you're looking for a good solid beat 'em up to play, the Warriors is the game for you. And if you haven't watched the movie, I do recommend that you watch this particular movie. It's a pretty good movie, you know. As far as the score, I would give it an 8, you know. Yeah, because even though I do have like, a couple of gripes with the game, as far as I played, as much as far as the amount of it I played, they're relatively minor, in my opinion. With that being said, if you played the Warriors or watched the movie, you can mention it in the comment section. You know, I will also say that it is the game is a good favorable adaptation of the movie. And honestly, you can't even say that about different ones. In my opinion, like say Batman Forever that was released for the Super Nintendo and the Genesis. You know, now with that, like I said, if you want to talk about the movie and the game, as far as the Warriors are concerned, you can mention it in the comment section, and don't forget to click the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe. This is your boy, Big Metroid Fan 12 signing off.